What's going on, guys? It's Adonis. Now, since episode 113 dropped earlier today, a lot of you have been hitting me up about the fusion between Kale and Caulifla, what I think about it, the strength, what this means for the rest of the tournament. So in this video, I'm going to go into how strong Caulifla or Kefura, however you want to pronounce it, actually is, or where she will be strength-wise, and also my theory on how she's going to play a major role, have a massive impact on Goku achieving Ultra Instinct again. So let's get into it. Now, if you guys are fans of Dragon Ball Super, make sure you hit that subscribe button and you have notifications turned on so you don't miss any future content. All right, guys, so let's kind of go into a couple of things that we already know. One, it's a fusion between Kale and Caulifla. We know that. But the biggest question right now we have to answer first. How does she get Potara earrings? How is that a thing? How does she get them? So here are a couple of theories that I have, and I want to know your guys' as well. So if I don't have a theory that matches yours, let me know in the comment section down below what your theory is. So I have a couple of them. So the first one being that Champa ends up, for whatever reason, throwing them into the field, whether it be the Kaioshin of that universe, he takes his off, throws it in, and Zeno approves. So that's one way. Or the earrings that Kale has on her right now are actually Potara, and they're just, enchanted so they don't look like it. So she may already have them on her ears, and then Champa does something to, activate the actual Potara on the bottom. Because she has earrings right now. Now, the second way that I think that she can get them is, what if Goku has them? What if he has a pair of Potara earrings on his person right now, and because he wants to fight somebody strong to help him gain his power back, because that's what he's doing right now with them, that this is the next step for him. He needs to find somebody stronger. And right now, Vegeta's occupied. He can't fight his own teammate. He doesn't want to fight Jiren head on. He really doesn't want a problem with Toppo or Dispo at the moment because he needs to get back up to that level. So I think, what if he has them on him already and he was going to use them with Vegeta if it came down to fusion, and he ends up giving it to them so they could actually fuse and he can fight this stronger warrior. But off the top of my head, those are the only two scenarios that I can think of. Whether it be their Kaioshin sending them to her, or, Champa, activating the earring she already has, or Goku having them and just giving it to them. And that would obviously throw Beerus completely insane. Like, why would you do this? But it wouldn't be completely against Goku, right? Because Goku and Vegeta don't like fighting together. They don't like fusion. That's not something that they like. However, they want to get stronger. So that could make sense for the story and for their characters. I'm not super prideful saying, especially after this past episode where she said it's actually not bad teaming up with you. That's something Vegeta and Goku never would agree with. Okay, so now we're going to talk about how powerful Kefla or Kefura actually is going to be. Now, this is obviously going to be some kind of theory, but based around what and who is currently still left in the tournament. And the reason why I say that is the writers have to create characters that make sense for the time of the story. And we already know that the scaling right now is all over the place as far as certain characters being stronger than others or being able to fight with certain characters. So we know the scaling's all over the place, but we have to make sure that this new fused character can actually compete in this tournament. So what do we know as far as strength rise? All right, so let's start with the stronger tier fighters on Universe 7. So starting with Gohan being obviously the first one, then we have Android 17, then we have Frieza / Vegeta. We're not really 100% sure how strong Vegeta is at this point in time. We don't know. We know that he was training in the hyperbolic time chamber a couple of times, but we don't know what kind of gains he has yet. So until we figure that out, we'll put him and Frieza kind of on the same, and then obviously Goku being the strongest. Now, obviously, the opposing strongest universe at the moment is gonna be Universe 11. And we can safely say that Jiren is by far the strongest. Dispo is on the level of Super Saiyan God. He cannot handle blue. He just can't do it. He couldn't handle hit. So we already know that he's, on a lower tier. And then we have Toppo, which is obviously the second best. We know that he's going to be fighting Vegeta. Now, from what we've been able to see, I do think Vegeta will outclass Toppo as far as power. It's just really going to come down to, unique techniques or, special things that we haven't seen yet. So at the moment, we'll probably say that Dispo and probably 17 are around the same strength. And then we have Vegeta / Frieza and Toppo around the same. Goku, then Jiren. And then Gohan is just at the bottom of that list. And that's just predicated on things that we haven't seen Gohan do yet, right? We haven't really seen him go 100% full out. So until we see that, we can't really know where he scales against Dispo, but he's probably close to Dispo, but I don't think he's on Dispo's level yet. And everybody else right now, they're just not competition. Universe 6 is struggling, so they need a super powerful fighter to keep them in the game. So my thought is this. We already know that Potara Fusion is a character times a character. And obviously translation could be this character plus this character, but from what we've understood and what we've tried to translate in the past is it's, Goku times Vegeta. Now, if this is the case, based on what we've seen thus far with Caulifla and Kale as far as strength-wise, we've seen, Kale in Berserker form go up against Super Saiyan Blue. Regardless if you feel that Goku was suppressed in Blue is irrelevant, she took a Kamehameha to the face from Super Saiyan Blue. Now, I know a lot of you are saying, well, Krillin fought Super Saiyan Blue Goku as well and held off his Kamehameha. So I understand what you're saying by that. But the picture that they were trying to paint was the fact that she could take the punishment. Not to mention, it had the Pride Troopers shook until Jiren jumped down and shut that shit down. So it's pretty safe to say that Kale is a problem in her Berserker form. Now, if we take into account the synopsis for the next couple of episodes of them achieving Super Saiyan 3, this could be awesome to see if there is a Berserker Super Saiyan 3 mode, right? If you had that times Caulifla in Super Saiyan 3, this form should be a problem. And obviously they're going to fuse, be in a base level form. So they could be at least around Frieza, like Golden Frieza level, at least. So going into a Super Saiyan or a Super Saiyan 3 version of that, they could actually pose a massive threat to Universe 11 and Universe 7. Now, I know some people are like, there's no way she can't be that strong, but guys, just based off of what we've seen in this tournament, obviously the scaling's all over the place. They would not add a new character like this, a fusion character at that is not a threat. Like, it just wouldn't make sense. So she has to be at least Golden Frieza, Vegeta level. Bare minimum, she has to be. And that's probably gonna be just like casual, like nothing serious, just casually at that level until she goes Super Saiyan or Berserker. That would be crazy if there was a Berserker fusion. So that still has yet to be seen. However, this is where I feel things will actually start to shift for the Tournament of Power and actually bring Goku back to Ultra Instinct. Okay, so here we go. I do believe that this fused character and their Super Saiyan state, whatever their form is going to be, whether it be a Berserker SS3 or just a Berserker fusion, I do believe will be the strongest fighter other than Jiren on the stage at this time. And I feel it's going to pose a threat to Jiren, and I actually think it's going to force Jiren to stop his meditation ritual and get back into the fight. Now, obviously, during this time, Gohan and Piccolo are fighting the other Namekians from Universe 6. And I think during this fight, Piccolo will get kicked out. I think he's going to get removed by one of the Namekians, and I think Gohan is going to go on some rage mode shit and knock both of them out. And that's going to leave Universe 6 with one fighter, the fused fighter, Kefla. Now, here's where things start to really get crazy. I think she's going to engage Jiren. I think that there actually may be a solid fight between them early on. But I think Jiren's obviously going to overpower Kefla. And in this, he's going to eliminate her off the stage. Again, knocking out another strong character that he needs to eliminate because she will exceed Toppo's skill and power. Now, since Goku had just trained Kale and Caulifla, got them up to their power level, at the same time getting his stamina back, building this relationship with them, I think him seeing Jiren remove them from the stage and then seeing their entire universe get wiped out is going to push Goku over that edge back into Ultra Instinct. We obviously remember that poster earlier on this year around Goku's back. It's so tense. What's going on? I think this is that event. I think this is what's going to push Goku past his limit again, get that angry, focused Goku again to fight against Jiren. Because at this moment, story development wise, there isn't really much for Goku, to really feel super stressed or super angry about. If Gohan gets eliminated, it's still him and Vegeta, Golden Frieza 17 and 18. They have a strong team there. If, Piccolo gets eliminated, if Vegeta gets eliminated, they still have Goku, Frieza, and 17. There's so many more people on Universe 7 right now that are still in the fight that are still super strong. So I just don't see that actually being an issue with Goku, stressing him out or really him getting focused and tense about that. Like, his team isn't going anywhere. He has so much belief in himself that he's not going to let that happen. So I feel like him seeing Universe 6 get completely wiped out after he just trained Kale and Caulifla, I think that will actually push him over the edge and back into this new form. So I want to know your guys' thoughts on what we just discussed. Let me know your guys' thoughts on the Potara. Do you think that my theories may actually come to fruition, or do you guys have theories that actually may have more weight? Also, let me know what your guys' thoughts are around Kefla's power level. Do you think she's going to exceed Goku SS Blue times 20 Kaioken? Do you think that's going to happen? I really believe so, but let me know your guys' thoughts on that in the comments down below. And finally, let me know your guys' thoughts around Kefla being the catalyst for Goku to get back into his Ultra Instinct form. This is crazy stuff. I know it's a lot to take in, but I want to know your guys' thoughts on this down below. And also make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel, have the notification bell turned on so you don't miss any future videos. If you guys like the video, hit that thumbs up button, show your boy some love. And if you want to check out my last video, the link will be right here to the side. All right, guys, till next time. See you later.